When you first looked at this piece of dirt and decided, I'd like to build something here, did you imagine that it would turn out the way it has?
Not exactly the way it has. I knew that I wanted to build an exciting racetrack, but I think the business model is the thing that has surprised me the most, because we introduced memberships to the racing fraternity, and of course they all asked me what kind of drugs I was on, and that's not going to work.
Subscription racing.
But we stuck with it, and it's proved to be a fantastic product that we've got with, in my opinion, some of the best people in New Zealand that come together. It's what they've got as a club that is more important and more valuable to us all, is the camaraderie that we have amongst each other. It's a kind of special camaraderie. I've never experienced it before. And not just at Highlands, but at Hampton as well, and now Taupo. We've got these people that genuinely, like what they've got, like what they've bought into. It's the one thing that I'm most proud of, because anybody can build a track or put lights in it and have an event and all that stuff. But not many track facilities can claim they've got over 500 members, which is a number that we never thought we'd achieve.
Why Highlands? Why did you call it Highlands?
Well, there was many names to start with, none of which I was enamored with, really. There was Double Rock, which...
Well, it's just up there,
apparently,
right?
Somewhere, but
over there.
Nobody knows, even if you're local. Well, no. So I was just here one day, and I just looked around, and it reminded me in Scotland. It must have been a Scottish day or something. And it actually reminds me more of the lowlands of Scotland than the Highlands. But you don't want to call it something lowland.
No.
So it became Highlands, and it felt right. It's like when you get a puppy. You don't know what to call it, but once you name it, it feels like that name. It's like, and it always felt like Highlands after that.
It must be encouraging that people, drivers, both amateurs and professionals, want to race here. It's not like, I'm going to Highlands. They're saying, guess where I'm going? I'm going to race at Highlands.
That reputation has come around. One of the worst anxious moments of my life was the very first 101, which was really the first race meeting that we were going to have. And all the Australians came over, and I was so worried that they wouldn't like the track that I had booked on Monday morning to go further into the forest with a longer straight and a hairpin and come back again, because I thought that the Aussies would say, there's not a long enough straight. And on the Sunday night and the Monday, the drivers were all saying, what a fantastic track and everything else. And I'd forgotten about the diggers coming in on Monday morning to knock the trees down. So I got up Monday morning about 8:30 or so, and they'd already started flattening trees in the forest to extend the track. And I went down and stopped them. No, it's fine. We don't need to do that. And that's why you'll see there's a big picnic area in the big curve. That's where the trees were flattened to make an extension of the track. That is absolutely true. But all the drivers, and I'm talking Lounsey, Tan, all those guys, thought it was fantastic.
Has the region embraced Highlands?
Yes, definitely, absolutely. I mean, everybody knows Highlands. Everybody's proud of it. All the local people take their friends and families either to do go-karts, a museum, or a hot lap, or whatever they're doing. But we had to prove ourselves to the community. You can't come into a rural community and just be accepted. You have to actually earn your stripes. We did that by employing all local contractors. Nobody came from Auckland to build the track. It was all local people that did it, and they did it in a record time. They were building the Circuit of Americas at the same time, and their build cost was 20 times what our build cost was. And I've been to the Circuit of Americas, and it took them years to do what they were doing. And I'll tell you what, we can compete with anybody in the world.
You've made a lot of dreams come true, from the ride car to young men we're seeing on the world stage, but is it nice to see your own dream come true?
Yeah, but I don't want to. I've got a fair few dreams going on at the same time, and this is, there's a special place in my heart for Highlands, without question. It's not just a racetrack. You know, there's a special place for it, and it will be here long after I'm gone.